Hey guys, I had an opportunity to get out to the woods and I don't want to be a reviewer, but when I run across a piece of gear that I really like, I just want to let you guys know what I like and why I like it. So I'm just going to do a quick mini review on my RinseKit Pro. Alright, so I wanted to do just a mini review on my RinseKit Pro. So I really like this unit. So some of the great things about it, holds a lot of water. It's like 2.5 gallons of water. It's got a good pressure pump in it, and the battery life, it lasts a long time, and it's rugged. I've had this in the back of the Jeep on many four-wheel drive outings, camping outings. We don't baby it. We bounce it around, and it just continues to work. It does have a 12-volt interface to charge it, and it comes with an adapter that plugs into the wall and has a 12 volt on the end of it, but you could charge it off of your 12 volt cigarette lighter in your vehicle if you needed to. So far, for short camping trips, I have not had the need to recharge it. We've done dishes. It's great for doing dishes. We've put some warmer water in it to take a shower, and we've done that a couple of times, and it just works great, and the battery seems to stay. Now, this outing, I've done dishes twice. I haven't really used that much water, and it's still got a good charge to it. So, heavy plastic outer casing. Handle folds down. There's a lever here, good stout lever, and then a very light lid lifts up, but it seems to be a tough lid. I wouldn't want to put any pressure on that going back, as obviously those hinges there are just plastic and they pop out, but when it's closed, it's a very stout unit, and you can keep it closed when you're using it. So to open it up, you've got the hose, and you've got a quick attach head on it, and that works great. You've got a little lever to turn the water on and off here, but the on button is here, the voltage indicator's here, and the 12 volt connector to charge it is there. So not a whole lot to this thing. Now all you do is press the power button, comes on. As you can see, I'm still at 13 volts, and if you look at the label here, it goes up to about 13.7, I think, when it's max charged. So I'm still at, well, okay, now it's dropped to 12.9, but it'll stay in that zone for a long time. And then if it goes below 10.8, it won't function. And then obviously, you know, you can't have it in freezing weather. When I'm out here in the wintertime, I do bring it, but I put it inside the Jeep, and you know, so far it hasn't gotten down to 32. The one night that I was out here that it got really cold, I went ahead and ran the Jeep before I went to bed and got it good and warm inside, and then put all my water jugs and this inside the Jeep, and it stayed warm all night. So once you turn the unit on, pull it out, and you put the cord in this little notch, then you can close it up, and if it's turned on, now it'll operate like this, and it's a pretty stout unit. As you can tell, it's got a good spray. Obviously, it has all the mix. That's the center. It's got flat jet, just like any sprinkler attachment that you've seen. It's got all the different settings, so you can choose what you need to set it for. So it just runs. It runs great. Now we've got a privacy shower tent that we bring out when we've got multiple people here. We set it up in the back, and then matter of fact, you can see here my girlfriend put down some stones, so we put a privacy tent over that, and then she hangs the shower head up inside of the tent, and then she gets in and she can get her shower in private. So it works really good. Now the one thing is, and I did try this a couple times, and it works really well. You can take, I use my jet boil a lot when I'm out here, and I've got a jet boil Sumo, which has a fairly large water pot. So I'll heat up quite a bit of water, and I've got a funnel that I always bring with me. And then I will, I didn't really show you that. Let's go ahead and open it up. You probably saw it. This is the opening to put the water in. So as you can see, I've done dishes twice, and I've barely used any of the water. But you can put a funnel in that, and then pour some hot water into it, and that's enough to warm basically the entire tank. If it's not super cold, you just have to have enough room, right? So like I've run some water out of this, so I could probably put an entire thing of hot water into it, and then it would warm up all the water, and you could take a shower. And we've done that a couple times, and it works fairly well. But they offer an external propane heater, which is very expensive. It's bulky. It's not something that I really wanted to do. But they came out with an immersion heater for the RinseKit Pro. And basically it's just a metal tube with a heater element that slips down inside of here, and it runs off of 12 volt. Well, actually it runs off of 12 volt, but it pulls a lot of juice, so you got to keep your vehicle running, and it takes a long time. Like, I ran it, they claim that it'll get the water to like 105 degrees. I ran it for like an hour, and I didn't see that the water was probably 105 degrees, although be honest, I did not test the temperature. I guess I could have. But it was warm enough to be able to take a shower. So, I mean, that's good. And if you need, warmer water for dishes to kind of cut through some grease or something, I guess it would basically work. It's not going to be like hot water coming out of your tap. So I got the first two units that came in were faulty. They wouldn't work. But RinseKit is really great support. So I reached out to RinseKit. I let them know. And these were the first batch that came out. So it could have been, maybe they needed to tighten up their manufacturing processes or quality control or something. Who knows? But the third one they sent me, it does work. And I'm keeping it. I may choose to use it. But honestly, it takes so long to get the water warm, and it's a fairly expensive unit. I think I paid $250 for the heater element. This RinseKit, I got the Pro with the special kit. It's got a hands-free thing that senses your hands and sprays water, so you can hook it up and wash your hands without touching anything. I never use it. I guess it's nice to have, but this configuration right here, the very basic configuration, works just perfectly for me. And with the ability to add the water, with the jet boil, it heats the water really fast. So you can heat the water really fast, put hot water in here, get a warm-ish shower, and it's good. So I don't really recommend the inversion heater unless it's something that that really just floats your boat. I mean, I like to play around with anything pretty much. I buy all kinds of gear and test it. So for me, I guess it wasn't a terrible purchase, but if I had to do it again, I would probably just leave it alone. But I highly recommend the RinseKit unit itself. This thing is super handy. I did all my cleanup of my big Dutch oven and all my utensils this morning, and it worked like a champ. So there you go. Mini review of the RinseKit Pro. From my perspective, highly recommended after over a year of use. And we'll talk to you guys later. So that was my quick review of the RinseKit Pro. As I said, really like it. I do have a couple of videos that I took while I was out camping, a couple of Dutch oven cooking experiences, which I found extremely interesting. I don't know, I may put it up, I may not. But hey, if you like the video, do all the typical YouTube stuff, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and all that nonsense. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later.